Ever wonder how creators take a long, rambling video and turn it into a dozen viral clips with almost zero effort? Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on my exact process for cleaning up footage, styling captions, and automating the boring parts of editing so you can actually enjoy the creative side. If you're feeling short on time, do yourself a favor and save this video for later because we are diving deep into the Vizard workflow. First, it all starts with the recording. And honestly, you don't need a cinema setup. Your phone or a standard web camera is more than enough to get the job done. I'm filming a quick test clip right now, but before we get into the polish, I want to invite you to join my weekly creator studio where we nerd out on growth tactics and content strategy. If that sounds like your kind of jam, just hit that link in my bio to check out the studio, and let's get back to the edit. Okay, the recording is wrapped, but as you can see, I completely flubbed the intro, which is totally fine because editing is where the magic actually happens. Open your footage inside Vizard. Whether you're pulling a file from your desktop or grabbing it directly from your cloud storage. The very first move I always make is a simple trim of the start and end because nobody wants to watch you fumbling with the record button for 3 seconds. Just zoom into your timeline, slice off those awkward opening seconds, and clean up the tail end so the clip starts and stops with professional precision. Now, let's address the classic mistake where you trip over your words in the middle of a sentence. Instead of recording the whole take again, just scrub to the exact moment you stumbled, make a quick split, delete the filler, and snap the pieces back together. Boom, just like that. The flow is completely restored, and you've removed all the dead air that would have caused viewers to swipe away. The next big hurdle is turning that one giant long-form file into a dozen snappy platform-ready clips for TikTok, Reels, or Shorts. Manually doing this takes forever, so I rely on Vizard to automatically analyze the footage and find those high-energy, high-engagement moments. It identifies the best hooks, the punchlines, and the emotional beats, which saves you hours of tedious chopping and guessing. Once you have your clips selected, you absolutely need captions because so many people are watching content with the sound muted. Vizard handles the auto-generation for you, and I usually keep the filler words in initially to maintain that raw, authentic personality. But if you are going for super crisp, educational content, feel free to clean those up in the caption editor with just a couple of clicks. Next up is styling, where small visual choices really set your brand apart from the rest of the noise. I personally prefer a clean sans serif font with a drop shadow, because high contrast is the secret to making text readable on a small mobile screen. Here is the golden rule for placement. Keep your captions in the lower middle square so they don't get covered by the app's interface buttons or your profile name. If you go too low, they vanish behind the controls, and if you go too high, they clash with titles and the search bar. You can easily pinch to scale your captions in Vizard, and it applies that sizing across the entire clip so you don't have to fiddle with every single line. Be careful not to make the text massive though. Keep it readable, but leave enough breathing room so it doesn't dominate the frame. To really add value, include an on-screen headline at the top, like a strong hook or a clear value proposition, to grab attention while people are scrolling fast. Place that headline in the top center or top left, making sure it doesn't obscure your face or the main action. One feature I use constantly is the batch workflow, which lets me apply my styling and templates to a whole group of clips at once. That level of consistency is exactly how you build a recognizable brand identity without spending all day on design tweaks. Then, there is the distribution side of things, where many creators fall off the wagon because posting manually is exhausting. Vizard's auto-schedule feature lets you set your posting frequency, so the platform just handles the heavy lifting of getting your content live on time. You can always shuffle things around, pause or change your strategy if you need to pivot based on how your audience is reacting. For the control freaks like me, the content calendar is a lifesaver as it gives you a bird's-eye view of your entire upcoming schedule. It is honestly way cleaner than trying to stitch together different apps, webhooks, and manual uploads every single day. I used to jump between Descript, CapCut, and native tools, but honestly, Vizard hits that perfect sweet spot between speed and power. It doesn't have the complexity of Hollywood-grade VFX software, but for social media creators, it is significantly faster and more intuitive than the alternatives. Before you hit that final export button, always do one last scrub of the timeline to make sure your timing is tight and your captions are perfectly synced. Small tweaks to your timing make a world of difference when it comes to keeping the viewer's attention. For your export settings, choose vertical for TikTok and Reels, or square if you want to repurpose that same content for an Instagram feed post. This multi-format export capability is a massive time saver for anyone trying to maintain a presence across multiple platforms. One final pro tip: take one long video and repurpose it into 5 different angles by changing the headline and thumbnail for each clip. This lets you test different hooks without having to record brand new content, which is genius for growing an audience quickly. If you are tired of the repetitive editing and scheduling grind, definitely give Vizard a try as your shortcut to better content. It won't replace your storytelling skills, but it will handle the busy work so you can focus on the big ideas. Don't forget to tap the link in my bio to check out the studio, where I run live sessions breaking down workflows just like this. Thanks for hanging out with me. Trim your fluff, use templates to keep things consistent, and go create something great. I will see you in the studio, and let's keep crushing those content goals together.